Hello, my friends. I'm Samantha, and welcome to the Sedge Circle podcast. How are you today? I hope you're well. I'd like to take a moment to say that if you would like to show your support for the Sedge Circle podcast, you can subscribe, click the like button, as well as turn on notifications so you don't miss future episodes. New episodes are uploaded every Friday, so if you don't see me in your notification, you can always check back then. Another way is to make a small donation to my Buy Me a Coffee page, and of course, you can always follow me on social media where I share generally magical musings. Now on to today's show. I'd be lying if I said I didn't experience at least a little social anxiety from time to time. I am someone who would rather be among the trees, rivers, lakes, the seas, the stars, and wildlife than a big city. When I do visit a big city, I am at first enamored by all the lights, sounds, smells, and goings on, and I have a pretty good time. But after a while, I begin to feel pretty overwhelmed by it all and need to retreat to some place where I can regain my energy. I also become fatigued when I need to attend social functions, even with people I am friends with. It's not that I don't love their company. There's usually just a lot of energy at social gatherings, and as an empath, I have a tendency to pick them up. And let's face it, I am a little socially awkward. I've been told I'm not, but I can't help but feel that awkwardness when I am in a social situation, no matter how I present myself on the outside. As with everything else, there's a balance to be had. I can no more stay tucked away in the countryside as I can live every moment in the city. For me, the key is listening to my intuition and deciding when I need one or the other. Over time, I have come to understand the importance of protecting my own energy in social situations, so much that I have magically created an empath adventure first aid kit, as well as have a preventative ritual I do before any social gathering. In this kit is a candle, essential oil roll-on, essential oil spray, a blended herbal tea, a small crystal or two, and a protective amulet. In today's podcast, I'm going to tell you how I use those things to strengthen myself in social settings, as well as a few other things I do. One of the first things I do is a little hair magic before leaving the house. Hair has been used in magic most likely since the beginning of magic. In many cultures, hair is a symbol of power, community, and unity. And for many cultures, ancient and modern, hair care is a bonding experience. It is a physical way to connect and care for the people in your community. Hair has many uses in magic. You can put pieces of your hair in a charm bag to connect yourself with the energies of the bag. You can color it to align yourself with different energies. And you can even use it as an offering to nature. There are many uses for hair in magic, and I encourage you to be creative with how you use it. Cutting your hair can be a very freeing action as well. It is believed that our hair holds power and energy, and after a painful time or traumatic event, many are inspired to make a big chop. I believe the salon industry, these haircuts are referred to as crisis cuts, but I don't care for that title as it takes away from the releasing experience it can be. After my parents had passed, I did not want to focus on my outward appearance. I wanted to focus on my inner self. That and because I felt as though my hair was holding on to so much traumatic energy, I all but cut it off. I had around 6 inches on top, and the rest was buzzed. While I love my longer hair, I can't deny having short hair like that was much easier to style each day, leaving me with more time to focus on healing. Though hair can be an important part of your magical practice, I will warn against putting too much stock into it. There could come a time where you no longer have hair due to illness or other circumstances, and I feel it's best to remember that in the end, your magic is in you. Like an athame or a wand, hair is a tool. The magic is in you. But as I do, I digress. When I am going out in the world, I prepare myself by braiding my hair. Knots have long been used in magic, and braids are no exception. By braiding my hair, I feel I am better able to keep my own energy closer. Also, knots have been used by different cultures in history to confuse and confound evil spirits. As I braid my hair, I consciously visualize the purpose of the plaits I am making. The next thing I will do before I leave is to perform a shielding exercise. I will first connect to Source, whatever that might look like for you. For me, it is the stars and star guardians, and I ask it to lend me the energy I need. I will visualize a warm, silvery glow starting in my belly, then mentally push that glow a few inches beyond my body. I will then visualize that glow sealing off and forming something like a big silver egg around me. I finish this ritual by saying, "Only mine and the energy I choose may enter this space." As I go about my day, I reinforce the shield by restating that mantra. Before leaving the house, I make sure I have slipped on my protective amulet, as well as found a way to carry the crystals on my person. The amulet is usually some kind of pendant, but a ring or bracelet works just as well. Just so long as you have consecrated it with protection magic, anything goes really. My go-to is a smoky quartz point pendant that I don't leave the house without. The crystals can be anything you choose, so long as they align with your need. I like to carry citrine for energy and joy, and smoky quartz for protection. Some other good options are amazonite for flow and courage, malachite to absorb negative energy, and unakite for grounding. As I said before, in my empath emergency kit, there is a calming spray and a roll-on essential oil blend. Both these things fit well into a purse or even a pocket. Just be careful, as if the spray or oil breaks in your pocket, you're going to have a very nice smelling mess to clean up. When I'm feeling especially overwhelmed, I excuse myself from the gathering and find a place where I can take a moment to recenter. I will spray myself with a spray and use the roll-on a few pulse points, mainly neck, wrists, inner elbow, and temples. I repeat my mantra, take a few deep breaths, and return to the gathering, feeling much better. When the day is done, I return home and begin my aftercare ritual. This consists of making a pot of herbal tea I have blended just for this occasion. In my herbal blend is chamomile, passion flower, lemon balm, lavender, and at times a touch of valerian root. I keep a jar of this tea with my other teas, but I also have a couple of servings that I keep in my magical cabinet for emergencies or should I run out. I will say, if you have never worked with valerian, I will warn you, it is very powerful and smells very strong. Sometimes I do some gentle stretching or meditation as my tea steeps. I will take a moment to mindfully make my tea and slowly sip it. At this point, I will take a moment to ground and release any unwanted energy I may have picked up on my adventures. To do this, I will stand barefoot on the earth and allow that energy to go back and be recycled by the universe. If I cannot stand barefoot, I will send any extra energy to the small candle in my kit and burn the candle, allowing the energy to return to its source. So that, my friends, is how I use witchcraft to help me overcome social anxiety. I did not always suffer from social anxiety. As a youth, I quite enjoyed being social, as most young people do. But even then, I would always need a little time to myself to recuperate. The anxiety part did not come until my adult life, where pain, trauma, and a little bit of wisdom enlightened me to the possible harms of life. It is both a gift and a curse that young people are not aware of these harms. But the rituals I've discussed today have helped me over time to regain some of that fearlessness and strength, even though I still need that rest. As an empath, I don't think that's something that will ever go away. But healing isn't becoming something different. It's unbecoming something that you aren't. I hope this helped you. Do you have any special rituals for social gatherings? I would love to hear about them in the comment section. Until next time, my friends, I bid you a very fond farewell until we meet again.